going to do a product review today. Don't look at the mess that's in. Hello everyone, this is Cameron at Crucible Outdoors. I'm going to spend a little bit of time today doing a product review on a pretty versatile piece of equipment that we use every day. And when I mean every day, I mean every day. It is the Goal Zero Yeti 150. And I honestly mean that I use this every day. This thing goes with me in my vehicle for the 12-volt cooler that is in the back of my car, simply so I don't have to run it off the car battery all the time. I'm going to give you a little review on it. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on it just because there's a lot of stuff we could cover. We could be here for an hour and a half talking, but I'm going to keep this kind of short. The Yeti 150 is quite versatile. It's not the top of the line one, and eventually I'd like to upgrade to a little higher one. But for bang for the buck, this thing's pretty damn decent. We've taken it on road trips. We've taken it on every camping trip we've been on. Just about any, I don't know, I've used this in the house. I've used it, like today I'm using it in the office that I'm setting up to do more things with Crucible Outdoors and get the website launched and everything. And I don't have enough outlets in here that are close by, so what do? Pull the Yeti out and hook in what I need to hook into it. It's got 2 USB ports, so I could charge the camera that you're currently watching me on, the other camera, the 110 volts, so I was charging my cell phone at the same time. The 12 volt I don't use very often, just because there's not a lot of things that go well. My Braven speaker goes in it. This guy, and we mainly use this when we're out camping. I'm going to tell you a little bit of what we've done with it camping now. There was one time we went out for a 4-day camping trip with a bunch of friends. Well, about 12 friends and their family members, but we rolled out into the middle of the Uintas here in Utah and started setting up our campsites. And my one buddy went to blow up his air mattresses for him and his wife and his couple kids. And he pulled out his battery operated air pump and it was dead. So instead of sitting back and laughing and watching him blow them all up manually by mouth, I walked over and gave him the Yeti. And then I gave him a plug-in air pump that I have for one of my air mattresses that we don't use anymore. Gave that to him and said, here, use this. So he was able to carry this right into his tent, just because of how small it is and how easy and portable it is. Right into the tent, plugged the air pump into it. You know, job was done in 2-3 minutes. A quick, simple over. That same day we passed the Yeti around to everybody else so they could do the same thing and blow up their air mattresses. After that, we did a little bit of hiking, did some filming, did some videos, some pictures, and when we got back to the campsite, I had it on the 20 or 15 watt Boulder 15 watt solar panel charging while we were gone. So when we got back, everybody was able to plug in their cell phones, plug in their cameras, get all of them charged up. Later on towards the day, towards nighttime, it started getting dark. We were all cooking our dinners and doing our thing, and I wanted to relax. I wanted to kind of just chill. So I took my portable projector, this little portable projector I bought off Amazon, and plugged it into the 110. And then I plugged the external hard drive into the projector and shot an image onto the tent, the side of the tent on the Xterra, off the ARV awning, which basically gives us like a 8 foot by 7 foot tall screen that we can shoot the image on. I was able to run the projector off of this as well as my speaker. I plugged it into the 12 volt and hung out and watched a movie. About, I'd say 5 minutes into having everything up and running, everybody started kind of realizing what was going on and could see my campsite and see that there was this giant movie playing in the middle of the Uintas. And everybody just kind of migrated over. At one point I decided to see who was all there, and I know there was 13 people in our group, but there was about 30 people at the campsite, so I'm not sure who everybody else was, but I can only imagine somebody driving through and seeing off in the distance a basically giant movie theater out in the middle of the forest and kind of wondering what was going on. But it was fun. We, because of how portable and everything that this is, we were able to set it up in a way that everybody could fit around there and watch the movie, hang out, relax for 2 hours, and just kind of have fun. Something that you don't really get to do out, like you don't get to watch a movie out in the mountains, and it was really weird. It was kind of a different experience, but since then we've never gone back. We always take it with us. But so after running the air mattress pump, charging everyone's cell phones, charging the cameras, running a 2-hour movie on a projector, this thing still had enough power and still had enough juice to be able to plug in our rooftop tent lights, which we have, so we can get up and down the ladder easier with the dogs and get everything set up. I think we ran it for just a couple hours, maybe an hour before we turned it off and went to sleep. But the great thing about this, and the wonderful thing about it, is the portability, the versatility are great, but they would suck if there was no way to recharge this thing, or if you had to spend money to recharge this. But because it's a solar generator, you're able to plug it into a solar panel, walk away, 4 or 5 hours later, it's done. It's ready to use again. No cost to you, no wasted time, no expenses in gasoline, nothing. It's pretty freaking sweet. Highly recommend it for tent camping. Do not recommend it for backpacking. It does weigh about 14.5 pounds. It's about 7 inches by, 7 inches this way, by 7 inches this way, by I think 5, almost 6 inches this way. So definitely not for backpacking. They have a Sherpa model that's definitely for backpacking. It's a little battery pack with a little bit different solar setup to it. It never overcharges. It turns off when it's fully charged, so the solar panel doesn't ruin it. It also turns off before it fully dies, so it protects the battery. It does have some safety features that if it's starting to run low, it will start to beep at you, so you're aware of what's going on. I'm gonna bring it in close and show you, see if you can see it. Let's see here. There is your 110. It's got a single 110 outlet. It's got 2 USB outlets, the 12 volt outlet. Right, if I get my big old fingers out of the way. There we go, right there. This plug right here is for the solar panel or the wall charger. That's for the input going into the battery. The thing you see right next to the 12 volt, right there, that's a proprietary connection for the Goal Zero lantern. I don't own one of those. I would like to buy one and do a review on it down the road. Kind of let you know how it works. It's really easy to operate too. I mean, you just, if you look right above the 110 or right above the USBs or right above the 12 volt, get in here real close so you can see. There we are. See those little buttons right above them? That's what activates it, so you know that it's going to send power to that area. So right now we just flipped on the 110. I'm going to take this small desk lamp because that's really all I have in here right now to do this with. Everything else is still boxed up. It's really easy. Just plug her in to the 110, and this lamp's not going to draw hardly any power whatsoever. I could probably run this thing for, I'd say at least 6 hours and not have any draw. Boom. Lamp works. And it's literally just in the solar, just in this guy. You can turn it off there, or like I do with us in the tent, I just kill the button on the generator itself. I can kill the button, turn the button back on, and reactivate the lights. I used to have it wired to a switch on a pole in there, but it always got in the way. It was horrible. So it does run that lamp. It runs, like I said, the 12 volt cooler. It charges phones, charges laptops. It does a killer job at that. I've ran a number of things off this. It will not run like a mini refrigerator or a decent size, like a home vacuum. It doesn't run one of those. I can run my car vacuum off of it, but that's quite a bit smaller. It doesn't put out a ton of power, but like I said, for tent camping, it's perfect for what you need. You can run a small section of lights. We can run LED rope lights in this if we want to string them around the campsite, which we've done for We played poker underneath our ARB awning one night. We just ran rope lights all around the underneath of it, plugged it into this, flipped it on. It's middle, like 1 o'clock in the morning, dark as can be outside, but we had the rope lights hooked up to this. It was killer. It was amazing. The new solar panels that it comes with, it no longer comes with this Boulder 15 watt, which is probably decent. I mean, it's probably good. The new ones it comes with are the Nomad 20 watt. They're a lot more convenient. I wish I had one instead of this. The 20 watt Nomad ones are like a folding unit. It's got 2 solar panels and it folds together kind of like a briefcase. I can show you. That's the new style that it comes with, and then the solar generator as a kit. I'll tell you what the price is for them on Amazon right now. For the Yeti 150 and the Nomad 20 watt solar panel, it's running about $387.99. So it's pricey. It's very expensive. I mean, it's definitely not a budget portion, but for the longevity of it, the versatility of it, being able to use it for charging your phones, actually I've used it to charge a jump starter for my car before. I actually used it to run a printer before in the office when I lost power. It's pretty versatile, so spending $400 on that and a solar panel, if it was just for the Yeti, if it was $400 just for this guy, definitely not worth it. But because it's only what, I think 230-ish for that, the rest is really wrapped up in the solar panel. And if you guys have looked at solar panels, any good ones are expensive. It's astronomical, but overall it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth that price point just to have that versatility. You may think, oh, I don't want a projector, I don't want to charge my phones when I go camping, I want to camp. Yeah, that's true. That's great. I fully believe in that as well. But what happens if that's the situation? What if someone falls and gets injured? You don't have your cell phone, you don't have any way of calling out. You can put it in your car, charge it in your car, turn your car on, turn your phone on, make a phone call. Great. Okay. This just gives you a little bit extra. You can have your phone charged. You can have everything up and ready to go at that moment that you need it. Likelihood, maybe not. But it can recharge a Apple tablet, or I guess a Samsung 10-inch tablet as well, 6 times without needing to be recharged. It can recharge your smartphones 15 times without needing to be recharged. It can run the 12-volt light that Goal Zero makes for 50 hours straight without needing to be recharged. Laptops can fully recharge them from dead to recharged 2 times before you'll need to recharge the unit. It's got a 14 amp hour battery, 160 watt hours, 3 months shelf life, so the battery in the unit will last for 3 months until it starts to deplete itself, and then you need to plug it in. Goal Zero recommends leaving it plugged in all the time if you're not going to use it. They give you a wall outlet, just leave it plugged in your garage or wherever. That way if you do need it, grab it, go, grab the solar panels, you're out, you're off. Oh, I didn't even think of that. For you people that have kids, the kids are always playing on their tablets all day, every day, even camping. My nephews and nieces and nephews play on theirs nonstop. How nice would it be to not have to run back to the car and plug them in when you can plug them into this in the tent? Kids are being annoying. Turn this guy off and walk away. Go to our website if you want to read the blog post about it. It's got a little more information there. That's at crucibleoutdoors.com, and it's just going to be in the blog section. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're a new watcher. I know in the past I haven't been very good about getting things uploaded and keeping new content coming out, but some things have changed, so I'm going to have some more time to be able to do that. I'm hoping to upload about once a week, different product reviews, and we've got a couple custom builds coming up that are going to be pretty cool. I'm going to let you guys see that when it's not snowing like crazy outside. Yeah, stay tuned, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit me up in the comments section, let me know what you guys think, alright? Talk to you later.